Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on a Saturday, and let's have a wrestling discussion. We talked about this briefly. Should there be a WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship or a mid-card championship? Let's talk about it, but before we get all happy, I have to report the unfortunate passing of Barrett Anderson, son of the great Arn Anderson, who passed away last night. So may he rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Come on in. Tantalizing Tony, Ellie Underdown, Grandma Daisy, y'all are here. Let's get this show on the road. Let's go. How you guys feeling? I do want to have a wrestling conversation today. Several topics, of course. WWE, should they have a mid-card championship for the women? AEW is stacked. Their women's roster is stacked. So is WWE's. We're going to dive deep into that conversation. Also, we briefly touched the surface about WrestleMania, the potential for WrestleMania, this year's WrestleMania, to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time. I have the matches. I have some potential matches. And there's some other topics I want to talk about. Of course, I put a filler on Instagram and asked you guys, what should we talk about? Jay White, what promotion suits him best after he leaves New Jersey Pro Wrestling? This was inspired by the Dangerous Jobbers podcast, who responded, as well as the match, John Cena versus Austin Theory at WrestleMania. Okay, that was inspired by Austin Matthews 17, who follows us on Instagram. Let's talk about it. I gave you guys a homework assignment, which some people did turn in. We're going to talk about the mystery guy that was sitting next to Liv Morgan at the Knicks game. And we'll go from there. Folks, I'm Bobby Rassles. I'm one half of your favorite tag team on the microphone. Matthew Holland, I see you. What up, Bobby? Bobby G, do you think Usos, the fight versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? Yes, I do. That's one match that I see happening at WrestleMania. Grandma Daisy, Bobby, they said IRS, Luger, and Demolition is going into the Hall of Fame. Wow. IRS deserves it. Luger deserves it. Demolition deserves it. This is by far, so far, the greatest WrestleMania Hall of Fame class that I've seen in a long time. Long time. Demolition should have been inducted in the Hall of Fame. What are you guys' thoughts? Very interesting. My tag team partner, Meow Moore, will be here. She will be here, all right? So I don't see Mick. Mick, I don't see you in the chat yet, but she'll be here. So hold on to your horses. First and foremost, I have to put up the most important news. Sad, unfortunate news, folks. Barrett Anderson passes away. He passed away last night. This is from our good friend, Colin Vassallo of Wrestling Online. He put an article up. Arn Anderson's son, Barrett, passes away at age 37. All right, so this is unfortunate. Now, we do know that Arn Anderson's son, Brock, is in AEW, right? We do know. So when I first saw this, when I first glanced at it, I'm like, oh, no. And it's not saying that it's better, but I'm pretty sure Arn Anderson has a heavy heart right now. Wish him and his family all the best. Prayers goes up. Last night, his family suffered a loss. Should have never be felt by any parent. And he's struggling to write this. Tell those that you love them. That's important news for all of us in this chat. Those that are close to you, tell them. Let them know that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Now, Arn has another son with his wife, Erin. Of course, Brock, who currently wrestles for AEW. All right, so that's unfortunate news. Arn Anderson, of course, one of the greats. So that's very sad. So make sure you send some prayers to him and his family. Send some in that direction. Tantalizing Tony, he's laughing at Mick. Mick will be in the building. I'm pretty sure he's going to get that notification. Ellie, Jay White should go to WWE. If you leave New Japan Pro Wrestling and don't go to WWE, anything else is a step down. Wow. Wow. Tantalizing Tony, our children should outlive us. That's very interesting as well. Folks, great news. I am a lucky camper. You know why? Because our beautiful co-host has graced us with her presence.
Act like a lucky camper, huh?
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Meow Moore is in the building.
Hey, y'all. I got this mic in my face. I can't hear myself, Bobby. Say clear.
Make sure your mic's plugged in. Might not even be plugged in over there.
It's plugged in.
What are you doing over here? What is she doing, guys? Say hello.
Hi.
Let me get your camera. Look like you're out of focus. Say hi to the folks in the chat.
Hey, guys. I need to go in the chat to see who's in there, what you guys are doing. How's your Saturday? Okay. So it looks like that's as good as it's going to get today.
Yeah, I think that belt in the background's throwing it off. You know, all that bling.
All
bling
that gold
back
back there, huh?
Yeah, so we're having a discussion, Meow Moore. So we're talking about WWE. Should they have an Intercontinental Championship or a mid-card championship, right? Of course, AEW has a TBS championship by one of our favorites, Jade Cargill. We're also talking about the greatest WrestleMania. Is this the greatest WrestleMania of all time? We're going to talk about the matches and some other topics. So let's go to Meow Moore. What do you think? Do you think?
Man. Come on, let me fix myself real quick.
Oh, let her get adjusted over there.
My hair's holding my face. What's going on here?
Tantalizing Tony says, Meow Moore.
Hey. Okay, so WrestleMania, you think it's going to be the best one?
I don't know. See, last week I was a little bit biased. I had to step outside of my perspective, and I had to really analyze these matches. These are some great matches. These aren't like, you know how WrestleMania they have a match where it's like, you know, a mid-card type match. All of these matches are like, they could be main events, at least in my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. Let's talk about it. So here's the matches. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Yes, I want to see that. That is like really exciting me. I love Cody Rhodes. I love Roman Reigns, but I love that they put both of them together because they are unstoppable. So it's so crazy to see like what is actually going to happen in that match.
I agree with you. Here's another one. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. I know you're excited for that.
I am excited for that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. Just the thought of it.
Bianca Belair versus Asuka.
Bianca Belair versus Asuka. That's a good one. I mean, maybe it just may be the best WrestleMania in history.
Folks, we're going to have Austin Theory versus John Cena. I'm looking forward to that match. I love Austin Theory. Becky and Lita and Trish versus Damage Control.
All right, guys, we know Bobby's a traitor, so go ahead. You said you love Austin Theory?
I do.
Okay.
Write that down. Grandma Daisy, you keep a record. I know you do. Write that down. Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley. Usos versus Sammy and Kevin Owens. Now, potential match. We're going to get that. Brock versus Omos. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Folks.
Okay, so I have a little of my own opinion about Logan Paul.
Okay, go ahead.
Where did he even come from? I feel like WWE is getting these random ass people from these random places and just saying, hey, do you want to be a WWE superstar? Just to kind of get their ratings up.
But he can wrestle.
Well, clearly he can wrestle. I mean, everybody who goes there and they get some type of training, don't they?
No, but he's better than
Bad Bunny.
Yo, Logan Paul is on a whole nother playing field. Folks, am I right in the chat? Logan Paul looks like he's been doing this for 10 years, which is why he's back.
Okay, that's cool and all, but like I said, like, are we going to keep getting these random people from like football teams and like YouTube influencers?
Yep. I think we will. I think we will. Ellie Underdown says Midnight Express for Hall of Fame. Ooh, that would be amazing. Midnight Express, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Grandma Daisy, should Demolition go in as Axe and Smash or Axe, Smash, and Crush? I think all three, and I'm going to tell you why, because we know Crush. He actually spinned off and got away from them and actually became Crush. I think it should be all three because he was very instrumental. Of course, Axe and Smash, the originators. But it's very interesting to see which way it goes. Tantalizing Tony, he's mainstream and he brings in new eyes to the product. But I understand Meow Moore's point. Yeah, Meow Moore, you make a great point. You said they're bringing in people from NFL,
I'm
YouTube.
just saying, like, it's just like a rating thing, I guess.
Right.
It's a smart marketing tactic.
Yeah, I think they struck gold with him, though, because he can really do it.
Yeah.
If Logan Paul wants heat, he should call his finisher the Pyramid Scheme.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
That is a good one. All right, so our main story, folks. Our main story. Let's talk about this. WWE Intercontinental Championship. Folks, this can go both ways, right? This can go both ways. We did do a poll. Of course, we took to Instagram. We asked, should there be a women's Intercontinental or mid-card title in WWE? The majority said absolutely. 40%, hell no. Hell no. So there's a few things that I did want to point out. Of course, and I have the roster here. Folks, I have the roster here. All the woman talent in WWE. Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Carmella, Chelsea Green, Dakota Kai, Dana Brooke, Io Sky, Lita, Mia Yim, Nikki Cross, Piper Niven, Rhea Ripley, Tamina, Charlotte, Emma, Lacey Evans, Liv Morgan, Naomi. She's still under contract. Natalya, Raquel Rodriguez, Ronda Rousey, Scarlett, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Sonya Deville, Tegan Nox, Valhalla, Xia Li, Zelina Vega. Folks, why not? Why not?
Naomi is still in the contract.
She's still listed as talent on the internal roster, folks. WWE. So what does that mean? Folks, should there be a mid-card championship? I think so. But here's another question. Do those women's tag team titles serve as the alternative? You know what I mean? They have tag team titles. Very interesting. Eric Douglas, I see you. I see you in the chat. Welcome. You were one of the individuals who did our homework. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, we got a phone call. See who this is. Hello.
Yo. It is the YouTube camp, Tantalizing Tony.
Tantalizing Tony is on the line. How you doing, bro?
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching in the world, to Bobby Rousey. And of course, the one and only, the incomparable, lovely, beautiful, sexy, all those connotations, Mia Moore.
Thank you.
What's going on, bro, man? You want to talk about this mid-card title? I know you got something to say about it. Come on.
All right, so look, everybody knows that I'm a big wrestling fan. I watch wrestling all the time. I'm all over the country. I will be at WrestleMania this year, of course. And this whole Intercontinental title thing for women, I totally disagree with it. And let me tell you why, bro. You my boy. And I get where you're going with this, but I think they have to establish the tag teams division first. The women's tag team title has not had any importance from the beginning. The only people that I ever believed as the women's tag team champions were Sasha Banks and Bayley. After that, they've watered down these titles. I don't think any women that have had it since then have deserved it. I think the teams have been thrown together. The only people I believed was Sasha and Bayley because, they're friends and they always wanted this. That being said, I don't think you can make another title, a mid-card title for women, when those titles haven't been established. What do? You give somebody demotion. So let's say we put Liv Morgan in the mid-card title picture. Then does she ever get back to the top? I just think that it waters down the product even more. Not to mention, I don't think they have enough women in the division now to make the mid-card title unless they included the NXT women. Now, what I would agree with, if you want to do an Intercontinental title, that the NXT women are allowed to have as well and defend it on NXT and Raw and SmackDown. That would be something you could do, because then those women in the NXT could show their stuff to the mainstream people. People don't realize, a lot of people watch NXT, they don't watch the main product. And a lot of people watch the main product, they don't watch NXT. So maybe if you want to do a mid-card title, maybe the NXT women is the way to go with that.
Let me ask you this. All right, so you mentioned, they got to put some focus on these tag team titles. Now, if they did not have these tag team titles, do you think they should have a mid-card championship?
Then you're talking. If you would get rid of the women's tag team title, then you make a IC women's title, and then you can go from there, because that's only one champion. You don't need two. But would they do that? Would they just throw the women's tag team titles away like that? After they put all this time into it, not that they put all focus into it. Because look, who are the champions right now? Becky and Lita, and they're not even defending the titles as of now. You know what I mean? Unless they find a way to get Ronda and Shayna in WrestleMania Night 2. Now, this is what I'm thinking. As you know, WrestleMania is 3 weeks away from today.
Right.
And Ronda and Shayna don't have a match. If I'm the WWE, what I do is Night 1, I put Damage Control versus Lita, Trish, and Becky. And Night 2, have Trish and Becky defend against Ronda and Shayna, and put the titles on those two women, and have them hold the titles till next WrestleMania. Make them ultimate badasses like they are in real life. And I think that would even help Ronda's single career down the road, because if Ronda and Shayna just destroyed everyone, that also sets up at WrestleMania 40 in Philly, where we're going to be Ronda versus Shayna.
Now, the reason why they're not doing this. Ronda Rousey's injured.
Yeah, I heard. I don't think it's that big of a deal, though, honestly. I think it might be storyline driven.
Okay.
I look at it this way. She's hurt, right? But they put her on a cast on and put her on TV. If she's really that hurt, she's not.
She wouldn't be on TV. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's storyline driven so that they can get Ronda and Shayna. So people think they don't have a match, and then at WrestleMania Night 1 they challenge them. Now, I think what happens is this. I'm a fantasy book. I think that they fit. That's just the Intercontinental thing. But I think that those two challenge them Night 1 and get the match Night 2. But that's the IC thing. If the women's tag team division wasn't there, I'd say yes, make an IC title. Since they're going to keep those titles, I think NXT would be the way to go with that.
Okay. That's the tantalizing one, folks.
You made a great point.
Tantalizing Tony. He has a YouTube channel. Please tell our viewers where they can find you, please.
Listen, my name's in the chat. Tantalizing Tony. I didn't give Bobby a banner to put up because he got too much work to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys know me. Tantalizing Tony YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It's not about me. It's about Bobby Rapp. It's about me and more. It's about the All About Wrestling podcast, because these guys they're the best. They are the mixed tag team champions of all the podcasts in all the wrestling world. Okay, these two are going for the championship. You see the title behind me and more. They are champions in their own right. Along the YouTube champion, we're the triple threat. Everybody, we're the triple threat.
That's right.
Okay,
that's right.
Good talking to you guys. I love you both. I'll call you later, Bobby.
Always a pleasure.
All right, take care. Folks, so there you have it. Tantalizing Tony. Make sure you check his channel out. All right. He goes live as well, the Tantalizing one. Become a part of the Tantalizing Nation. So you heard his remarks. He thinks, put some more respect on those WWE Women's Tag Team titles, which we see the tag team division is lacking. I think it was an impulse thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that we need either to bring back some competition or to create some new competition, because I feel like we're seeing the same thing all the time.
Right.
And I would like to see something different. My camera looks kind of crazy. Like,
it does.
what?
It does.
Guys, do I need to come over here? Oh, snap. There we go.
Yeah, you know what? It's focused on that belt.
Y'all just want to see my new workout outfit. I know that's what y'all want to see.
It's focused on that belt back there. I don't know why.
So yeah, like seriously, like I think we just need some new competition, or we just need to Forget with the program. Like,
I agree.
let's put some more respect on those titles,
Some respect on those titles, man. Ellie says, I think a woman's TV title and defended on NXT, SmackDown, and Raw is better. I like that idea. TV titles. You know what I mean? Take it to all brands. I like that idea. Folks, I see you, Matthew Holland. I see you in the chat. But folks, Eric Douglas, he did some homework and he did respond to our last episode where we're trying to figure out who was that individual that was sitting next to Liv Morgan at the Knicks game. All right. Turns out Justin Scalise, Eric says he's the VP of event coordination. He was on track. I dug a little deeper. He's the senior vice president. Who needs multiple presidents? I have no idea. He's the senior vice president of live events. So clearly this was some type of event that was planned between WWE and the Knicks organization. Of course, there was a picture of Liv Morgan receiving some type of jersey on the court, as well as us receiving some type of copyright strike, not a strike, a warning, because I actually had the video that belonged to the NBA. So any content creators out there, take notes. All right. I did delete the video. So if you go back, the video's not there. All right. Ellie under down. Keep tag titles on Becky, Lita till Survivor Series. Drop them. Becky heel turn, and then let Becky retire at WrestleMania 40. You mean Lita, right? Let Lita retire at
Retire Lita.
Oh, retire Lita. Sorry, I'm having some difficulties over there.
Yeah, he's a little dyslexic today.
I like that, and we did talk about. Very funny.
Well, Bobby, you're kind of serious today. What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm charged.
You're charged? What's
Listen,
in your cup over there?
I got water in there.
Oh. Is it all about wrestling?
It's all about wrestling agua. So look, we talked about this, Ellie. We said potential heel turn. Perhaps there's going to be a feud between Becky and Lita. I would love to see that, especially for SummerSlam.
I mean, first of all, who doesn't like to see Lita? Like, come on. Get out of here. Put her in there every night. I watch it.
Wow.
Just saying, like, you know, we got to watch out for Bobby over here. He gets a little sensitive, you know.
Yeah, right. I'm far from that. She's got jokes today, guys. Guys, listen, contender topics. All right. Let's break this down. All right, Dangerous Jobbers podcast. They respond to our Instagram post. What promotion best suits Jay White after New Japan Pro Wrestling? Of course, Ellie, you said WWE. I disagree. I think he should go to AEW. Only because it's more of a rugged type of show. It's more adult centered. They bleed. I think Cody Rhodes, since he went back, he's more of a watered down version. Can you tell he's more commercialized?
I mean,
Go ahead.
everyone in WWE is commercialized.
That's true.
When you watch AEW and you compare it side to side, WWE, for me, looks like a soap opera. It looks like we picked up from last week. What's going to happen today? What's going to happen? What's going to happen now? Remember last week? No. When I watch when I watch AEW, I get that raw feeling, like there's some passion, there's some feeling behind these fights. Like they know, like before they go out,
right.
This is real. Like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? For WWE, I feel like it's more of like a watered down version. So that's exactly what we're gonna get from Cody. We're gonna get that filtered version. You know what I mean? Like we don't get that raw footage. But I have to say, that fight that he fought injured, man, that put the ratings for him on like top, because I have not ever seen a wrestler wrestle that injured like that. Like he definitely did his thing and he knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah, so man, I love Cody, hands down. I love Cody. I am a Roman Reigns fan, but I have to say, sorry guys, I'm a Cody fan more. I'm so sorry. I love Roman Reigns, but I really would love to see Cody take this belt.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna win?
I want him to win. I mean, I hope he wins. I think he's gonna win.
Folks, do you think he's gonna win? Do you think Cody Rhodes is gonna dethrone Roman Reigns, or is there gonna be some kind of twist?
And ladies, let's talk about Cody Rhodes for a minute. Sorry, Bobby. Who loves the way that he talks? Oh, I do. Come on, that's eye candy. Brandy Rhodes, watch out. Oh, we stop.
Oh my God. You got a bottle of water over there?
Yeah, I got some water right here.
You kind of thirsty.
Oh, you
anyway.
are so mad. Bobby's jealous,
No,
guys.
No, I'm not. Listen.
It's okay. I'll send them a free subscription. No, I'm just playing.
Wow. All right, folks, moving on.
I'm just playing.
John Cena versus Austin Theory. Folks, this is another conversation starter from Austin Matthew 17 on Instagram. He wants to talk about John Cena versus Austin Theory. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Do you guys want to see that match? I really do. Austin Theory is the man. I'm sorry. He's the man.
Come on, Bobby. I'm eating. Like, you put the camera on you for a second.
I'm sorry. Let me mute her. You crunching all in my ear.
Yeah, go ahead, mute me.
All right, look. Folks, do y'all want to see that match? I know I do. I want to see two greats. Of course, John Cena is going to put this guy over because there's no way that John Cena's going to win this match. If he does, that's a jerk move. That is a jerk move. What are you guys' thoughts?
John Cena's on his stuff, yo. Let me tell you something about John Cena. That dude is old as dirt. No, he's not. I'm just playing. He's not old as dirt.
What you drinking over there? Some nitrogen?
Okay, hold on. Let me speak my piece, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
John Cena he's making people run for their money. Like, this guy is in shape. He don't care if he's bald or not. He's like, look, I'm coming up in this ring and y'all gonna have it. I'm gonna give you a challenge. I'm gonna make you work for it. Whoa.
Sorry.
John Cena is amazing. I mean, the amount of work he puts into his athleticism, the amount of passion he has behind his career, and the amount of emotion that you see in that ring, like, I love it. And I love that he makes these guys know, when I walk into the ring, it's me and I'm gonna put it down and you're gonna walk out and be very, very sad. So if you challenge me, you're gonna have a problem. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Oh, and Ellie agrees. I think she's agreeing with you. She says after that Raw promo, Theory is going over clean. Oh, she agrees with me.
Yo, first of all, Theory is like, when I see Theory next to John, I'm like, no. Why is this even a match? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's craziness. Folks, it's going to be an interesting match. There's so many matches here. Of course, Brock versus Omos, which we didn't discuss. Of course, Brock's going to have to win. Unless they're really trying to put Omos over. That's going to be a little bit crazy. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Greatest WrestleMania. I mean, is this the greatest WrestleMania? Potentially. Honestly, I don't want to see Roman Reigns lose. I do want to see him go further in terms of his streak, in terms of his contendership, in terms of having the title for this long of a period. We're witnessing history. We're all witnessing history. Of course, the Rhodes family needs to get that championship win. Ellie says Theory has to win. He has to win. And like you said, of course, what Hill's there for Cody after Mania. He has to win because if he loses, his career, that's going to put like a halt on his career because he was the next big thing when Vince was in power. He probably still is in power. But he was the next big thing, right? And then he went and they deferred him back down to the mid-card championships. And he has to win. If he wants to continue that trajectory and go higher and higher and get back on track, he has to win this match. So I think we're on the same page. So there you have it, folks. Make sure you tune in on 26, of course. Courtesy of Grandma Daisy, I have to appear as Doink the Clown in front of you guys. Am I excited? I'm excited to see you guys. Am I excited to have pain on my face? No, I'm not. Pro Wrestling R. Make sure you check out Pro Wrestling R on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They're having their next show. All right. You want to tune into them. Great matches. Great matches. They're going to have Gabby Ortiz going against Damaris Dawkins for the main event for the Women's Pro Wrestling R Championship. So you want to follow these guys. We may be in attendance ourselves. So there you have it. Folks, thanks for tuning in. I will be back with you guys within a couple days. I might just pop in. Another wrestling storm of news stories may brew, and then I'll come back and we'll have some more discussions. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Matthew Holland, Grandma Daisy, Ellie Underdown, the tantalizing one. Mick Thompson's missing. If anyone finds Mick, please let us know. He's usually here to see Meow More. But we will be back in a couple days, folks. So thanks for tuning in.